My name is Daniel Reeves. I'm not a brave guy. I take the closing shift at Harlow's Diner on Route 9 because it pays $4 an hour more than the daytime rush. And where your landlord is actively threatening to throw your stuff on the curb, you learn to tolerate a few weird quirks. Harlow's is the kind of place that's been sitting on the side of the hallway since the late 80s. Faded vinyl booths and a greasy trap that smells like it hasn't been cleaned since the Clinton administration. It's quiet out here at night. Once the long haul truckers clear out around 1 midnight, it's just you, the hum of the ice machine, and miles of dark pine woods stretching out in every direction. My boss Gerald gave me the rundown of my very first night. He didn't hand me some polished corporate employee manual. He just pointed at a yellowed, a grease-stained index card taped into the inside of the cash register and told me, if the flat top turns itself after 1 in the morning, don't touch the gas valve. Just set a timer for 3 minutes, step out in the dining room and wait. I laughed because I thought he was pulling a hazing prank on the new guy. Gerald didn't laugh back. He just stared at me through his thick glasses until the smile died on my face. The kitchen ran itself after midnight, Danny, he told me, his voice completely flat. Your only job is to do cleaning. Keep your head down and let it. For the first couple of weeks, nothing happened. I swept, I mopped, I restocked the paper towels, and I went home. I actually started thinking Gerald was just losing his mind in his old age. Then came my third week. It was about 1:15 in the morning on a rainy Tuesday. I was standing near the dish pit dragging a heavy cotton mop across tiles when I heard a loud metallic click. I froze. Over the main line, the heavy commercial gas line hissed, and the primary flat top grill spontaneously ignited all on its own. Bright blue gas flames snapped to life across the iron, casting long, dancing shadows against the back wall. My first instinct was that we had a gas leak or a faulty valve. I took a step toward the line to shut it off, but then I remembered what Gerald said, don't touch the gas valve. I pulled my phone out of my pocket, my hands were shaking, and I set a timer for 3 minutes. Then I walked out into the carpet dining room, let the swung door close behind me and waited. Standing out there in the dark in the dining room and listening to the rain hitting the windows, the air felt really different. It was heavy. The heat coming off the grill was leaking through the pass-through window, and it smelled wrong. It didn't smell like propane or old bacon grease. It smelled like copper, like old metal heating up way too fast. The 3 minutes hit. I pushed through the swinging doors, walked up to the line, and reached for the knob. The metal was burning hot, but I turned the valve to off. The flames died instantly. As the blue light vanished, I heard a low, heavy scrubbing sound from under the grill, like something massive was dragging itself backward through the narrow, greasy trap beneath the burners. I backed away so fast I almost tripped over my mop bucket. I didn't look down. I didn't bend over to check the burners. I just turned around and kept mopping. About 20 minutes later, I had to head into the back hallway to pull the morning prep work out of the walk-in cooler. Now, the walk-in is just a standard metal box, heavy insulated door, chrome handle, and a digital temperature gauge on the frame that usually sits right around 38 degrees. I stood there on the dry kitchen floor and shined my flashlight inside. The shelves looked very normal, plastic tubs of sliced tomato, metal bands of raw bacon, but looking toward the back wall, the room looked impossibly deep. The rows of wire shelving seemed to be stretched back 50 feet into total darkness. Deep down that pitch-black corridor, past the stacks of paper cups, I heard the wet, slow sound of boots stepping out on concrete. I didn't reach for the prep tops. I didn't hesitate. I slammed the heavy insulated door and threw the latch into place. My heart was hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. I stood there against the cold stainless steel wall for a solid 10 minutes, just trying to get my breathing under control. Then I heard a knock. The sound echoed through the silent kitchen. It came from right beside me. 3 slow, deliberate taps coming from underside of the stainless steel prep counter. I jumped back, my skin crawling. I remembered the index card again. Rule 3. If you hear knocking under the counter, knock back twice immediately. I stepped up to the table, raised my hand, and banged my knuckles hard against the stainless steel top. Knock, knock. The silence that followed was absolute. Whatever was under there stopped. I didn't drop to my knees to look behind. I didn't check the lower shelf. I just walked straight to the front of the house, grabbed my jacket off the coat rack, and stood by the register. It was 1:50, 10 minutes left on my shift. I looked up at the small black and white security monitor mounted near the bathroom window. It shows a live feed of the kitchen from the camera mounted in the corner ceiling. I know I shouldn't have looked. Gerald's card specifically said, "Do not look at the monitor after 1 in the morning." But when you are terrified, your brain does stupid things. The screen showed the kitchen. It showed the mop bucket, the prep tables, and the closed walk-in door. And standing right in the center of the room, right where I had been standing 30 seconds ago, was a tall and dark shape. It wasn't a shadow. It was solid. It was hunched over, its long arms hanging down toward the floor, staring right up at the camera lens in the corner. As I watched the screen, the thing slowly turned its head toward the bathroom, pointing its blank, featureless face directly at where I was standing in the dining room. I reached up, found the power button on the monitor, and clicked it off. The screen went pitch black. I didn't panic. I didn't run. I just took a deep breath, walked to the back room, and put my hand on the exit latch. Before I unlocked it, I turned my back toward the dark, the quiet kitchen. I looked at the cold grill, the prep counter, and the silent walk door in. "Good night," I said out loud. My voice was raspy but clear. I locked the deadbolt, stepped out in the cool night air, and locked the door behind me. I walked straight to my truck, unlocked the door, got in, and fired up the engine. I didn't look at the diner's window in my rearview mirror, and I didn't turn off the radio the entire drive home. I still work at Harlow's. The money is just too good, and honestly, once you know how the room operates, you learn to respect it. The kitchen runs itself after midnight. As long as you follow the rules, do your job, and say goodnight before you leave, it lets you go home. Just make sure if you ever take a night shift like this, you keep your hands off the gas valve and never ever look under the counter. Have a good night.